guys recognize that song? What's the first thing that you guys think about when I put that over here? Think about when you hear they have 3 place on Earth or Mickey Mouse. Disneyland, right? Okay. Today I'll be highlighting about how Disneyland financial stability benefits Southern California. As Disneyland neighbors, my family and friends have been employed by Disneyland, and through extensive research I found interesting facts. It is a fact that we live in Southern California and we've been employed or live next to Disneyland. Today, the purpose of today is to discuss how Disneyland attracts people, why it's important, and how it's been affected by today's economy recession. The first thing I would like to know is how Disneyland attracts masses of people. Since July 17, 1955, Disneyland has offered various types of entertainment. One type of entertainment would be big thrills for adults, such as Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, Matterhorn, or anything. Little children could also be having a good time, but Alice in Wonderland, Minnie Mouse Playhouse, or anything. It is also a chance for little children to have a chance to interact with their favorite characters that grew up. I remember, for example, when I was 7 years old, my idol was Minnie Mouse, and when I saw her, wow, that was my dream come true. I still remember that presence in my life. It is open 365 days a year. It turns into the merriest place on earth during Disneyland. It is open and other holidays, for 4th of July or Thanksgiving, anything, and you have anything to do, people attract that. And then it's only had 3 unscheduled closures, for example, for Kennedy's assassination and the aftermath of September 11. At night, fireworks brighten up the sky. In recent presentations have become more elaborate, featuring new pyrotechnics launch technique storylines. Disneyland introduced a new launch pyrotechnic system, reducing the ground smoke and noise, decreasing environmental impacts. Wow. Here is a picture of how Disneyland, how it attracts all this masses of people right here. You see thousands of people every day. About 13 million people attend Disneyland per year. You can see everything here. Now that you have an idea how Disneyland attracts people, let's take a look at why it's important that Disneyland makes a good profit. We benefit as Disneyland makes more money because tourism brings money to Southern California. More tourism leads to a beautiful scenery to Anaheim or anything. The streets are nice, clean, the presentation of the city, everything is nice around, and then the city is more presentable. Businesses surrounding the Disneyland have prospered. Hotels, food chains, gift stores has all profit, and those businesses also bring more employment to Southern California. Park revenue for the year was $1.5 billion in segment operation. Another type of employment brings, such as, for example, my parents, they have a piñata business, and the most popular characters obviously are Disney characters, princesses, Mickey Mouse. That's how it benefited me personally. We obviously have a license, but we're not employed through them, but license benefits us. Most important design provides job employment. Today employs 65,000, spending more than $1 million billing on payroll and $478 million on benefits this year. This quote mentions how they promote hiring diversity of people. At the heart of the Disneyland company, it is a realization that diversity within our workforce and in our community is a core component accomplishing even greater levels of achievement. Through the way we promote advancement within the company, manage human resources, develop our incredible creative products, and provide our guests with a magical experience. We will continue to promote diversity as a value that is the heart of the foundation of leadership. There's another quote that says how they advertise career growth. We are searching for individuals looking for challenging and exciting careers at Disneyland. We often offer training and development programs that promote career growth and opportunity. This is a wonderful place to visit as guests and to work. As cast members, come experience the magic at first hand. Here are the picture of all the employees. Most you can see how many there are. It's just an insane amount, and how much people just work there, and then they're cast members because everybody thought it being as a part of a show, not just employees. In this time of recession, every business in therefore Southern California has been affected greatly. Now let's take a look at how business has been affected by recession. The net income has dropped to 845 million or 45 cents per share. The revenue fell 8% to 9.60 billion. A testimony by an employee there has told me that they have the hours been cut, like you guys and work there. You guys work there, and your hours have been cut, and then jobs have been lost. This quote from a representative of Disneyland has said, "After months of making hard decisions across our business to help us adjust or to weaken the economy, we're faced with the harsh reality of having to eliminate jobs in some areas," stated by Anne Senoy. Today I've talked about how Disney attracts people, why it's important, and how it's been affected by today's economy. For our own benefit, let's hope that that stability maintains well, so we could maintain our jobs and we can still attract more tourism and maintain our beautiful city. Thank you.
All right, Kristen, what did you think?
I thought that she was a really clear thesis statement. Like, she said exactly what she was going to talk about, but the preview before that was just kind of short, but you still told us about what we were going to hear. At the very beginning, when you played your music, I thought that was a good way to get our attention. Maybe you could have just played it like a little bit longer, so it was kind of hard to think about like what was being played. Also, you read directly from your outline at some point, but I understand because I do the same thing. But I thought you had really good quotes, strong quotes to support your material, and you had really good transitions from paragraph to paragraph when you were talking about the points that you were going to be making. So I thought you did a good job.
All right, I'm going to agree with you on the one thing. I thought that the transition things, the clarity when she's moving from one idea to the next, that was, to me, the clearest part of the speech, the best thing that she was doing. It helped kind of get that information structured to some degree. I thought the preview was rushed by a little bit, and so it doesn't help much, and then I'm not exactly sure that all those things fit together the way you want them to, but when you make the transitions, it's a little bit clearer how everything is supposed to fit together, so I thought that that came out pretty well. I'd also echo what she was saying about the introduction. You kind of step on your attention device. You've got the music playing, give it another 3 or 5 seconds to play just so we can focus in on it. Just as you get started with the music, you come in with your, what do you think of when you think of that music? I'm going, some people might not even be recognizing it yet because they haven't really had a chance to focus on it. It's just a matter of timing. It's like when telling a joke, sometimes you need that 2 seconds before you give the punchline, otherwise you don't get the joke or it doesn't have any effect. You kind of, like I said, stepped on the introduction a little bit doing that. The visuals are okay. In the first part of the speech with all the statistical data, I don't get any source citations on that. In the middle of the speech, you do have a couple of quotations, but they're not very clear. Every time you start reading off of the page, it's harder to understand you, you're rushing through what you're saying, and you're not really talking to us. Now, this is not a speech where we're emphasizing the presentation issues a lot, but if people can't follow what you're saying, that's going to be a problem. When you looked up and talked to us, it was so much clearer. You were less, it was less difficult to follow the words and the ideas, and it made so much more sense. So that's going to be something that you're going to do, that you will wish to do more of on the next speeches. Holy criminy, and we got that on tape. I'm going to post that online. People are going to hear that and go, what the heck is that?